Manually reviewing pull requests is the ultimate productivity killer for software engineers. Look at this pull request, it is just never ending. I am an incredibly lazy coder and I don't want to look at all these huge pull requests and review their code line by line. So, what did I do? I actually built a Python bot to do it for me. Now to do that, you can see that this is my one account, which is my secondary account, to push these huge garbage, absolute garbage code to my resume repository. And then I have got my account number A, which is this, that is going to use a local script which intercepts the code, passes it to an AI, and posts a formal line by line verdict completely autonomously. Now, let's see guys how this incredible thing is actually working. So, here's how the architecture works under the hood. When account A opens up PR, so you can see that this is account A, there is a script which wakes up. Now, this script is actually running on my local machine, and instead of pulling the whole code base, it actually just fetches the difference of the pull request. That means the difference of that branch from the base branch using a special GitHub accept header. It basically isolates whole lines of code, a lot of lines of code, and only find out the exact line of code that have changed. It bundles it into an optimized payload and it ships it to Groq, which is our LLM inference tool, and that is running Llama 3.3 70 billion for analysis. So this is the LLM model. Why did I use this model, guys? Because it is free. You can use any model you want. You can use your Gemini models, you can use Claude models, you can use any models, you can even use some other free models through open code, etc. But I use Groq because it is free and it works really good. Finally, when the bot gives the review, the bot gives the entire verdict, it submits a formal review, and that it posts it back to GitHub using account B. Now, obviously, guys, this is an AI based review. We can approve and reject the pull request on the basis of AI based review, but I would highly recommend a human to just read the review which is posted by AI and have a quick second look, because obviously you cannot allow a bot to automatically approve a PR which may contain some issue that an AI might not be trained to look into, but a human might be trained because they are the most knowledgeable on that domain. Okay, so that was the architecture, guys. Now let's look into the live execution of this script. So first of all, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just open this code and I'm gonna just post some huge vulnerability into this code. And one of the major vulnerability that you can introduce into a code is to just print any secret API token into your code. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna commit this vulnerability right here, and I am going to do some bad changes, and I'm going to push these changes into my pull request. So let's minimize this and let's go back to my pull request, and if I refresh this, there is a commit that I'll be able to see, and this commit in some bad changes, this commit has definitely introduced the API key and it is printing right here. Now that we know that there is an API key which actually is exposed, it is time for me to run my GitHub bot. And you can see, guys, I have got my Antigravity running here. Now in my Antigravity AI, in my Antigravity IDE, guys, I actually used my AI bot to build this. But don't worry, the entire code I will make it open source and I will post in the description the GitHub link for this code. But for now, just to run this bot, I'm gonna run my Python script, Python GitHub PR bot.py, which is a very simple command. Now, here you can see, guys, that the bot is running. It is checking for open PRs and it has done. So this is the entire GitHub diff that it has written. It is analyzing the PR number 3, which is huge changes, and if there are any PRs which are open, it will look into those. So Now the bot is running, but while it is running, let's look into a deeper dive into how this bot is actually built and how it's actually running. So first and foremost guys, let me take you to my main function. So my main function guys is called monitor repos basically, and in this monitor repos function I basically get a list of repos, and the list of repos I am getting it from another function which is called as find out open repos, okay, or get the open PRs. So in this monitor repos I just pass my repo list, and in my repo list it is the just the URL of my repository. For that repository, it will look into all the open pull requests. In the open pull request guys, as you can see, it fetches the open pull request for a given GitHub repository. It just calls this URL. So GitHub API, repo, and the repo name and /pulls. And there it actually finds out the open pull request for a given repo. Once we have gotten the pull request, we take the pull request number, we take the pull request title, we start analyzing it, and for that we use the get PR diff function. Now in a get PR diff function guys, again we call a similar GitHub URL which is repos, pulls, and also pass the pull request number, but here we call it with a very unique header which is vnd github v3.diff. If we use this header guys, it will give us the raw code changes instead of a JSON metadata. Okay, so this will give us a diff format. So here we will get the line by line differences between the code. Instead of just getting the entire code as is, we will find out what is the difference. Okay, so this is the get PR diff function which we will call to get the diff. So you can see that it returns the diff here. If there is no difference, we will simply continue. If there is difference, then we will pass that PR title and the difference into a generate PR review function, and this is where the AI comes into effect. You can see that this is a huge prompt which I have created for my AI agent to work on, and it basically is tasked with identifying any sloppy code, any unmaintainable code, potential bugs, edge cases, formatting the review, and at the very end, it has to tag the pull request with a verdict either approve or with a verdict either request changes. Okay. Finally, you can see that I am using Groq client chat completions function, and here I am just passing this system prompt, and then I am using my main prompt which I just constructed above as a user prompt. Finally, you can see that we are using Llama 3.370 billion versatile model, and obviously you can use any model which is available in Groq, or you can even use any other model which is available to you. Okay, so our code is dynamically parsing the specific string tag to determine if it should formally block the code. So this specific string tag it is using to formally block the code or pass the PR in the monitor repos loop. Okay, so now we have understood the code a bit. Let's see if my bot has completed. You can see that the bot has actually completed the review for all my pull requests. So let me go back to my pull request again, and let's see if this has provided me some more feedback. So let me go back to my pull request. So this was the first review which I already posted before I started the video. The second review is this one, guys. You can see that it says in potential issues and suggestion that the print statement in app.py prints what appears to be an API token, which is a significant security risk. So yes, guys, you can see that our bot profile just correctly posted a comprehensive, beautifully formatted markdown review, and it also caught the hard-coded API token as a security vulnerability, and it has flagged it. It has stripped the tag out. So you can see that it is now tagged for requested changes, so the merge request is not approved. And there you go, guys. You can see that it did all of that in less than few seconds. So guys, this is the ultimate way to eliminate the repeated parts of software engineering. You can easily throw this really cool easy script into a cron job or a basic server to run automatically on your personal repository. And I'm gonna open source this exact script we went for today, and it is gonna be linked in the description below. If this saved you some engineering time, smash the like button, drop a comment on what workflow you want to see automated next, and hit the subscribe to support the lazy lifestyle. I will see you guys in the next build. Thank you so much for watching.